This is Remix Report with your hosts, DJ JD and DJ J Spring.
Today's video brought to you by YourDJLogo.com. Get your new DJ logo today.
What's up, everyone? It's another weekend recap from Remix Report. I'm DJ JD.
I'm DJ J Spring, and today we are back for the first time in over a week.
It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. There was, all of you should know, there was Hurricane Irene that kind of attacked our
Tropical
state.
Storm Irene, really.
Yeah, but it did a lot of damage. At least we pretty much, I'd say about half the state, it seemed like, lost power.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. We had no power for, what, 6 days?
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday we got power back, yeah.
I actually went outside. We were both at the casino. You actually went home that night.
Yeah.
I stayed because I didn't have power, and I was like, why would I go home? But I actually went outside in the middle of it just for a second, and it was crazy because I thought that there was going to be like crazy gusts of wind. But think of like the craziest gust of wind you ever felt, and it wasn't a gust. It was just constant. Like you had to like literally like in the movies when someone's like blowing like a fan, or I don't know if you guys have seen Jackass where they try to. The airplane's going, they try to walk. That's kind of what it was like. It was like walking against like the wind. It was like crazy. It was that windy outside. But we're back, and we have power now, so everything's a go.
It is.
So I guess we have 2 weeks of stuff to catch up on for the weekend recap. But luckily, we're not going to talk about everything. We don't want to bore you guys too much.
Not too much.
I guess we'll start out with our gigs as usual.
Yeah, why don't you start?
I'll start this time, alright. On Thursday, I think I did Shrine, which was a decent night. Everyone always asks when the busiest nights are at Shrine. And, I mean, at least customers always come up to me on the off nights. And they're like, how come it's not that busy right now? Like, what are the busiest nights? And Tuesdays are industry night, which is actually packed. Fridays, that JD does, are obviously good, Friday night. And Saturday's probably the busiest.
Definitely
night.
Definitely Saturdays.
Just in the casino in general, Saturdays, just there's so much more traffic. Flowing by at the casino.
I think it's really like that everywhere. Saturday is definitely the biggest night.
So I did Thursday, and it was pretty good. And then actually, you know what? Scratch that. I did Thursday at Scorpion Bar. I filled in for you while you did the party that you were going to talk about. I was at Scorpion Bar Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah. So a lot of rock and roll for me.
The trifecta.
This weekend. And Friday was pretty good, like we discussed. Saturday was crazy. I don't want to really get into it too much because just average Scorpion Bar nights, but still fun. Last night was the fun night I did at Shrine. It was actually packed. A packed Sunday for Labor Day is today when you guys are probably watching this. And it was the crowd was somewhat between like a Friday and Saturday, and I got to play all the stuff that I don't get to play when I'm at Scorpion Bar. So it was fun. And during the day, Saturday, I DJ'd at Patty's Beach, which is it's like probably the nicest beach bar, the most busiest beach bar in the area, and it's always a good time. I get to play a lot of house there too. It's kind of like I mean, when people think of the Jersey Shore, I'm not talking about the TV show. I'm talking about the actual Jersey Shore, and people have all those parties during the summer. That's kind of the atmosphere they try to create, and it was the last one of the year, so it was a good time. I'm lucky. I think I counted. I did it either 8 or 9 times this year, and none of them were rained out.
That's
at all.
Amazing.
Not even a drop of rain. I hope I'm not jinxing myself for next year, but it was a good year at Patty's. Shout out to Joey G.
Yes.
For getting me in there.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
Oh, well, yeah, we had the hurricane, tropical storm, whatever it was, on Sunday, and then the next night, because of the hurricane, DJ Costa up in Boston, who normally does the Beckett Bowl, which is Josh Beckett of the Red Sox fundraiser he does every year. Buddy had been doing a VMA party in LA and was stuck out there because he couldn't get a flight back, so I ended up covering for the Beckett Bowl party, which was pretty cool. Got to see a lot of
celebs were there?
I really only saw Josh Beckett himself. I didn't really see.
Poppy wasn't around?
Well, this was the after party, so I think a lot of people were at the bowling alley when they did the actual Beckett Bowl. It's a bowling fundraiser. And I don't think all those people came over. And they did also have a back room, which I wasn't really privy to, that they might have had some of those people back there. But
I see.
It was a fun party. Let's see, Thursday when you covered for me, That was because I was doing another fundraiser at Patty's, which you just talked about, the beach bar. And that was for awareshirts.com. It's actually some friends of ours who used to work at Shrine started this company trying to raise money for different causes. I think the one they're really focusing on right now is clean water in Africa, things like that. So they were raising money to go over and build a school and a well, I believe. And that party was actually really good. It was probably, I don't know, 300 people on a Thursday maybe.
Did you bring your big system out for that?
I brought the big boys out.
Okay.
And it was awesome because my big system I really never get to use very often. And I was really bumping it, and by like 10 o'clock, because it was outside, they were asking to turn it down. The cops came by, and that whole deal, you know how that goes. So didn't really get to use it to its potential that I wanted to, but it still sounded really good. And I got to play a really dope dubstep set at the end, and
Really?
I had girls singing along to "Me and You" by Nero. It was.
I just saw, is that the song? What's the song that's in that new camera commercial? It might be Scary, actually, you know, it's Scary Monsters.
Yeah, played that too. They were singing along to that, and it was insane. Like, I had a couple. The guy who was throwing the party really likes dubstep, so I was definitely gonna play some, and I was trying to kind of push it off to the very end for like the last like 10 minutes, which is pretty much what I did. But once everybody started going nuts when I was playing it, I just wish I would have started it sooner. But
What was the crowd? Was it a younger crowd?
it was definitely a college age crowd.
Okay.
So it was really fun. Let's see then. Friday I was at Shrine. Definitely a good night. And Saturday and Sunday I had weddings both days. And the wedding last night was for a girl that I graduated high school with. A lot of high school friends were there, and it was just really, really awesome time. So weddings can definitely be a really fun experience.
If you have the right crowd, obviously.
Definitely. And the right DJ, of course.
So, we've had a lot of people asking us, where's the Rocket Rant? That's their favorite thing on the site. Where's the Rocket Rant? Where's Solars? What's Solars?
Where's Solars? He's in Asia.
With Goozy, I
With
assume.
Goozy, yeah, I think they're doing Mint.
Okay, yeah.
I
that
think
sounds
out there.
right.
they're
Happy birthday
actually-
to Goozy, by the way. He just had his birthday.
Yes, they're actually out there for a whole month. I think he said he's coming back like October 2nd or October 3rd, something like that. So they're out there for a while. So I don't think we're going to get a Rocket Rant during that time, but we are going to have a little blog post from Solars, kind of giving a rundown of what's going on, and he's keeping his own blog, so we're going to post a link to that when that's available, so you can follow all his shenanigans over in Asia.
So that's coming up. One other thing that happened recently was the VMAs, which we didn't get to talk about yet.
I didn't get to see him because the power was out.
Yeah, I didn't get to see them either, but I mean, we did hear a lot about them, and I think I remember after, was it the Grammys, when they were saying the Grammys, who are these artists that won these awards?
Yep.
I saw a funny quote by someone that said the Grammys was breaking artists like a mixtape would.
And it's funny because that artist they're talking about, I graduated college with.
Who was that back then?
That's Esperanza Spalding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was like almost, I want to say, maybe close to a year ago. It seemed like, when the Grammys. I mean, it couldn't have been a year exactly, but
It
maybe
was like
9 months.
February. Yeah, February.
And the VMAs, an artist named Tyler, the Creator, won. I don't know if it was it Best New Artist or Best New Hip Hop Artist? It might have been Best New Artist, period. And how is that possible that an artist that no one's ever heard of won Best New Artist? Which I guess there's some questions about that. A lot of people were asking. I only know this happened because of Facebook, and everyone was asking, including DJs that they would be like, you know, I immerse myself in music. This is my life and my job. I make it my life. I spend my life sorting through music and finding what the hottest new tunes are. And I mean, you think DJs, we only play the hottest stuff at the club, but in our minds and in our on our folders and stuff, we have songs that are in the minor leagues that are getting ready to, once they hit, then we're going to bring them to our club set. So we have those songs, we have an idea of what's going to hit. So not only do we know the top songs, we know all the songs underneath those that are bubbling that might have a chance to hit. That's a lot of songs that we know.
A lot of songs.
But we don't know any songs by Tyler, the Creator.
We don't. So what are the criteria of being the best new artist?
That's a very good point. So it leads me to wonder, I mean, are these labels paying for this stuff? Can they actually...
Payola.
Does
It's
Payola...
back.
I thought payola only got you on the radio, but apparently maybe you can actually.
Maybe if you spend the real big bucks.
Can you spend money that can
To
Tyler?
win the VMAs.
Let me ask you this: what if Tyler the Creator said, "All right, fuck."
Does he even have a music video?
I'm sure. I mean, everyone has a music. Even local rappers have music videos now. But I was gonna say, what if he just said, fuck payola for radio. I don't even care about the VMAs. I want to get into the Hard Rock Hall of Fame. How much do I have to pay? You think his label could have done that for him?
Judging by what they've accomplished here, I'd say that may be a possibility.
That would be awesome. If Tyler the Creator was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that would be quite an accomplishment.
Who is Tyler the Creator?
He's I don't know. There's like a group, a hip hop group with it has the guy who sings Novocaine, Frank Ocean, as part of the group. So
which no one even really knows who he is.
Yeah, no one. I mean, you think if anybody from that group would have won Best New Artist, it probably would have been Frank Ocean. But I don't know. So it's a big mystery. Maybe you guys have some insight into this. I don't know how it's possible.
This could be one of those mysteries that just goes on forever.
It could be. Could be. So, last but not least, our friend Art Beats and Aries Onassis, they have a song called Go Crazy, which you guys should have all heard of by now.
It's got Fat Man Scoop, Clinton Sparks, Aries Onassis from Worcester, and Art Beats from Worcester as well, who you know from Crack for DJs and other stuff that he's been putting out.
And the Anthem Kings also did a remix of the song. We had it on our Weekend Weapons. This was on one of my CDs too. I think a lot of people have been supporting this record.
Yeah, so the music video was just released. We'll post that down there too, so you can check that out. It's a pretty dope video. So
hopefully you guys are supporting that record, the original or the Anthem Kings remix. They're both really dope. Dope song.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it for this weekend recap. We're just glad to be back. Glad we have power.
The power is on.
And we're going to get back to all the emails and everything real soon. I know we're both far behind on emails and music, too.
Yeah, it sucks not being able to download music for like 5 days.
Maybe the Tyler the Creator has just gotten huge since we've been out of the loop. Who knows?
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you next time. As for this time, you can leave a comment below.
Or you can email us, remixreport@gmail.com.
Remixreport.com